Hello everyone, welcome to BrainX. Today I'm going to talk about 11 proven tips to stop procrastinating once and for all. Part 2. If you didn't watch the part 1, I suggest watch it first. I've talked about 3 items of acute and 2 items of chronic procrastination in the previous video. Now let's continue with the third item of chronic one. 3. Make sure you don't have unreasonably big goals and expectations in life. Yes, we all have to dream big, but life has its limitations, and we must make sure we don't get caught in narcissistic grandiosity, driven by completely unrealistic expectation as to how fast we can achieve something. Unrealistic expectations lead to disappointments, and big life disappointments usually lead to procrastination or giving up. Here is how it happens. When you have unrealistic goals and realize after your first try that it will be much harder to achieve them than you thought, you may start to procrastinate. It's called the Valley of Despair and is part of the Dunning-Kruger effect. You may start doubting yourself and asking if you even have what it takes to achieve your goals. For a while you struggle with procrastination and soon you give up. There are at least 2 things you can do about it. Focus more on the process than the outcome. Nothing worthwhile comes easily. And have big dreams, but start small. Slice and dice your goals into little steps. 4. If you believe you are a lazy person, make an identity shift. If you see yourself as a lazy person, the best solution is to change that perception with yourself. If you want to deal with procrastination due to laziness once and for all, you'll first have to see yourself as an ultra-productive person. But before that, you must explore your underlying beliefs. Ask yourself, what beliefs are supporting my laziness? Imagine yourself as an ultra-productive person, never suffering from procrastination. How does your life look? Do you see any benefits? Here are a few additional ideas that may help you. Visualize your new identity and try to feel good about yourself. Write down the rewards you will get if you try harder, and make sure you really do reward yourself for small efforts. Try to support your new identity with small productivity actions. Where you would normally procrastinate at a small task, do it immediately instead. If you don't see yourself as a lazy person, and you are, we all have blind spots, well, first you have to become aware of it. Maybe you can ask 10 people in your professional and personal life if they see you as a lazy person. Or benchmark your working outputs with 5 other people that have the same position as you do. That may be a good start. 5. Improve your lifestyle to have more energy. If you don't have high levels of energy, it's very normal to procrastinate. A lack of energy may be caused by overworking, burnout, and temporary exhaustion, but it can be also caused by an unhealthy lifestyle. If you have a really poor diet with no exercise, small changes can have a big benefit on your productivity. Here are a few recommendations for improving your lifestyle. Get enough sleep, 7 to 8 hours, and make sure it's quality sleep. Eat a healthy diet with lots of green veggies, healthy fats, and low levels of sugar. Have a few smaller meals throughout the day so you keep your insulin levels steady. Avoid unhealthy snacks. Help yourself with a few basic supplements. Exercise a few times per week. Drink enough water, and make sure you aren't destroying your body and spread with addictions. There is no big philosophy here, just do it. Go sleep early, add veggies to every meal. Always have healthy snacks within reach. Go for a walk or exercise every day. Drink water and so on. Introduce one of those things into your life every month, and in half a year you will enjoy a completely new you. When you talk about a healthy lifestyle, we should pay special attention to addictions. Many addictions could be destroying your life and your productivity and causing you to procrastinate. These addictions are, for example, too much chocolate and sweets, watching TV shows late into the night, sleeping too much, hanging out in bars all the time, not to mention harder addictions like smoking, alcohol, and drugs. 6. Develop a new set of skills that will help you deal with more demanding tasks. If your skill level for a certain task is high and this task is not even a little challenging to you, you get bored and you may procrastinate. The same way, if a task is way too demanding and you lack skills, your actions will be hindered by worry, anxiety, and procrastination. To look at it from another angle, in psychology, we know the comfort zone, the learning zone, and the panic zone. If a task is way too challenging for your current skill set, you push yourself directly into the panic zone. In the panic zone, you may face such severe negative emotions that it becomes much harder to go out of your comfort zone for the next attempt, which results in chronic procrastination. Never underestimate what you can accomplish in a month, but on the other hand, also don't underestimate what you can accomplish in a few years. There are two things you can do. The first one is to bite off only as much as you can chew at a particular moment. Another thing you can do is to develop new competencies. You can join an online course, get a mentor, engage in a formal education, and etc. We all usually want to show the world the new competencies we have acquired, and that can be a great motivator to overcome procrastination. 7. Find a new passion that is the result of being good at something. To be highly motivated and not to deal with chronic procrastination at all, you want to make sure that your goals are aligned with your life vision, your talents, and your competencies and values. It's where intrinsic motivation comes from. If your goals aren't true to your real self, you will never be motivated enough to achieve them, since they won't be your real passion. But make sure you don't have unrealistic expectations regarding work that awakens a passion in you. There is rarely a scenario where you have a passion for something, like a hobby, and then that thing also becomes a job with which you can pay your bills. It can happen, but usually it's the exception rather than the rule. Much better strategy is to follow your effort. Find something you are good at and the market needs. Develop mastery at that thing and passion will come. Bottom line is that you have to provide value to the market, and value is what other people are willing to pay for. Unfortunately, those are usually not your hobbies. Don't follow your passion, follow your effort. Become a master at something the market needs and passion will follow. 8. Make sure perfectionism is not holding you back. Perfectionism might be the reason you are constantly procrastinating. Perfectionism is a result of cognitive distortions, and here are just a few examples of how cognitive distortions may contribute to procrastination and how negative thinking and toxic beliefs are preventing you from acting. For example, all or nothing thinking. I have to do it perfectly or I won't do it at all. Overgeneralization. I never do this type of task right, so why would it be different this time? It's better if I don't do it at all. Or mental filter. I have to work with that a-hole on this task. I can't get anything good out of it except frustration and humiliation. Or disqualifying the positive. I shouldn't be the one doing this task. Or jumping to conclusions. Anyway, I won't be rewarded for completing this task. Or minimization. It's another unimportant task I have to do even though anyone else could easily do it. Or emotional reasoning. I don't feel like doing this task, so it must not be worth doing. Or should statements. I should perform better in life and I should have already completed this task a long time ago. Does it even make sense to finish it now? And labeling. I'm a lazy person. If I always procrastinate, why wouldn't I procrastinate with this task as well? In particular, all or nothing thinking leads to perfectionism, and perfectionism leads to procrastination. Since I can't do it perfectly, I don't want to do it at all. You are never satisfied with your results, so why add another thing that you just won't be proud of? But in reality, this is the sort of toxic thinking that may prevent you from achieving anything in life. The best solution for any cognitive distortion is emotional accounting, a technique to talk back to your inner critic. Try it, it may change your life forever. And finally, in the summary, how to stop procrastination once for all. Now you should have a really good understanding of procrastination and what you can do about it. The next time you procrastinate, first determine what kind of procrastination you are dealing with and find the real source. After you have identified the type and source of procrastination, you now have many tools available that can help you deal with it once and for all. I hope you loved this video and thank you for watching it. As I said, if you enjoyed this video, like it, comment and subscribe to my channel for the next videos about your mental well-being.